What if I told you someone could control your emotions, influence your decisions, and manipulate your behavior without you even noticing? Every single day, people use psychological tactics to gain power over others. Some are subtle, some are dangerous, and some are so effective they can completely change the way a person thinks. Tonight, we're diving into the hidden world of dark psychology, the manipulation tactics people secretly use in relationships, friendships, social media, workplaces, and even against strangers. And trust me, the final technique on this list is one almost everyone experiences at least once in their life. So watch carefully, because after this video, you may never look at people the same way again. Imagine catching someone lying, but instead of admitting it, they convince you that you're the problem. That's gaslighting. It's a manipulation tactic designed to make someone question their own memory, judgment, and sanity. Manipulators might say things like, "You're imagining things. That never happened. You're too sensitive. You always overreact." Over time, the victim begins doubting themselves. Their confidence collapses, and eventually, they become easier to control. What makes gaslighting terrifying is how slowly it happens. It doesn't start with obvious manipulation. It starts small. Tiny lies, tiny denials, tiny distortions, until reality itself begins to feel confusing. And once someone controls your perception of reality, they control you. At first, it feels amazing. Constant compliments, endless attention, non-stop texting, gifts, affection, validation. It feels like you finally met someone who truly understands you. But sometimes it's a trap. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms another person with affection to create emotional dependence. The goal isn't love, the goal is control. Because once emotional attachment forms quickly, manipulation becomes easier. The scary part? Victims usually don't realize what's happening until the affection suddenly disappears, and that's intentional. Manipulators create emotional highs, then take them away to make the victim desperate for approval again. It becomes psychological conditioning, reward, withdrawal, reward, withdrawal, and the brain becomes addicted to chasing validation. Silence can be more powerful than anger. Some manipulators use silence as punishment, ignoring messages, avoiding conversations, acting emotionally distant, not because they need space, but because they want control. Humans naturally fear rejection and disconnection, so when someone suddenly withdraws emotionally, the brain begins panicking. What did I do wrong? Why are they acting different? How do I fix this? And that's exactly what the manipulator wants, because now the victim is chasing them for approval. The silent treatment creates anxiety, insecurity, and emotional dependence, all without yelling a single word. Fear is one of the strongest psychological weapons on Earth. People who understand this can manipulate others by creating insecurity. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's subtle. A manipulator may constantly criticize someone's appearance, intelligence, or worth until their self-esteem drops. Why? Because insecure people are easier to control. Someone who feels powerless is less likely to leave toxic situations, less likely to speak up, less likely to resist manipulation. This tactic appears everywhere: relationships, friendships, advertising, social media, even politics. Because fear changes human behavior faster than logic ever could. And once fear controls emotion, emotion controls decisions. Have you ever noticed how people automatically trust something when everyone else seems to support it? That's social proof. Humans naturally follow crowds because the brain assumes the group must know something we don't. Manipulators exploit this constantly. Fake online followers, fake comments, fake popularity, fake authority. Even in real life, manipulators may say things like, "Everyone agrees with me. No one else has a problem with this. You're the only one." The goal is isolation, because once someone feels outnumbered, they become easier to influence. And in the age of social media, this tactic has become more powerful than ever before. Sometimes the crowd is real, sometimes it's manufactured. One of the oldest manipulation tactics in history is controlling information, because whoever controls information controls perception. Manipulators may hide details, twist facts, leave out context, or selectively tell stories that benefit them. This creates a distorted reality. And once someone only hears one side repeatedly, their beliefs slowly change. This tactic appears in toxic relationships, cults, propaganda, online communities, and even everyday arguments. The dangerous part? Most people believe they're immune to manipulation. But human psychology has predictable weaknesses. Emotion often overrides logic. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates belief. That's why misinformation spreads so easily online, not because everyone is stupid, but because human brains are wired to seek emotional certainty. This may be the most addictive manipulation tactic ever discovered: intermittent reinforcement. And chances are, you've experienced it before. It works like this. Instead of giving consistent affection, attention, or rewards, someone gives them randomly. Sometimes they're loving, sometimes cold, sometimes supportive, sometimes distant. And because the rewards are unpredictable, the brain becomes obsessed. It's the same psychological mechanism behind gambling addiction. The uncertainty creates emotional fixation. The victim keeps thinking, maybe things will go back to how they were. Maybe if I try harder. And that cycle can trap people in toxic situations for years. This is why some people struggle to leave manipulative relationships, even when they know they're unhealthy. Because unpredictability creates emotional addiction, and emotional addiction is incredibly difficult to break. Dark psychology isn't magic. It's understanding human emotion, behavior, fear, and influence. And the truth is, these tactics work because they target normal human psychology. The need for connection, validation, belonging, security. That's why awareness matters. Because once you recognize manipulation, it loses power over you. But here's the disturbing question. How many times have these tactics already been used on you without you realizing it? Comment below which manipulation tactic shocked you the most. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe now. Because the next video dives into the psychological tricks used by cult leaders, interrogators, and master manipulators throughout history. You do not want to miss that. Watch this next. The Psychology of Manipulation Explained.